Your buyers have fallen in love with a property on Blackthorn. Now you need to go do the comps to see if it's priced right. This particular one is in Green Trails Park. Now I would print this out and I would go back and I would highlight the square footage. I would highlight the lot size. I would highlight the last bedroom, so I know there's 4 bedrooms, and how many baths there are. This just makes it a little bit easier to pinpoint those when you need them to go back and look when you're doing your comps. So I would come back into Tempo. And I would go into my neighborhood. I would go up here and hit all. I would scroll down and go back 6 months. And then hit search. This tells me the activity for the neighborhood. So everything, not just your comps, but the whole activity for the neighborhood. 73 transactions or pending or active. So you've got 15 active, you've got 1 pending. That means 1 property in the last up to 31 days has had an offer made on it. 1. Sold in the last 6 months then would go from 17 down to 73. I'm sorry, 17 down to 47. So basically 30 or 29 properties have sold in the last 6 months in that neighborhood. You've had one withdrawn, you've had several terminated, and several expired. So what I do is I come in here and I actually would check all these. And this so that you can show it to your buyer. Come back in and hit the buyer CMA, print it out. You got 128.55 is the list price average. Then you scroll down to your solds. Your sold price average is 131.33. Now the 131.33 is actual sold price. The 130.93 is after any seller's contributions. So you can see it's not a lot. You're getting a 97% of the list price here, and then not much contribution back. So I would print that out. Then I want to come back in and revise my search. Now I want to come back and say that this was only I want a 4-bedroom. I want square footage. The square footage is at 2883, so I would go at 2600 up to 3100. This particular property does not have a pool, so I would put no. And it is a 2-story, so I would put 2, so I delete all 1-stories and anything with a pool. Okay? And then I hit search again. Now I got 3 active, 1 pending, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sold. That's a good place to start. Okay. So now I go back in and I look at the go back to the property again if you haven't really taken a good look at it. And you'll see that it has beautiful wood floors, has granite countertop, upgraded, this is glass backsplash, and that's a little bit more expensive, but you know what, appraisers don't care. It's a backsplash. They don't really care. Buyers care, but appraisers don't, so we don't care either. Then we want to scroll on down and see these, all your formals, everything is done in the wood. Upstairs is carpet. Master bathroom has not been updated. This is still original from the beginning. They may have changed out the faucets, but we're only talking a few dollars on that. They didn't frame in the mirror, so they don't have any little pendants hanging or anything like that, so they haven't upgraded this master. It's pretty much the way it was. Outside, there's no grill built in. There's no, outdoor kitchen. There's nothing there. You've got some patio and you got a driveway. It does have electric gate, but that's again is a cosmetic, considered cosmetic. You're not going to get any credit for that when it comes to an appraisal. They don't care whether you feel like you're safe or not. Just buyers do. Okay, so we want to go back to our list then and start looking at the actual properties. Square footage is going to be pretty close to the same, so is everything else the same. We got wood floors. We got granite countertops. We have an updated oven, and the other house does not have an updated oven. This is totally stainless steel, but that's not that big a deal either. Again, as long as it's a functioning stove, appraisers don't care. They're not going to give you credit for having stainless steel over having black or white. Mark that one. Again, we got wood floors. We got granite countertops. Pretty comparable. Mark that one. Granite countertop, wood floor. And I got some wallpaper in it again, but again, that's cosmetic. Not going to make any difference on the appraisal. Next, wood floors, granite countertop. So far, it's pretty consistent. Wood floors, granite countertop. Now, this one has carpet. It does have wood in the entry, but it's carpet there. It does have granite countertops, but carpet in the family room. Master has been updated. That is not original. That is not original. So they have put some money into the master bath, although they didn't frame out the mirror. That's not original, so they put some money into the half bath or the guest bath as well. And it is a huge lot and a 3-car garage. So even though it doesn't have wood floors, it has more going for it than the others. So we're going to leave it in. This one has granite countertop, tile. Tile's not as sought after as wood, and you're not going to get as much credit whenever you do for an appraisal. They've updated the master bath. That's not original. So I would leave that one in, even though it's tile and not wood. And that's it. We don't care about the expireds. Come back down here. Average is 124. The highest one that closed is 132.75. And that one had a 3-car garage. They will get extra credit for a 3-car garage. And this one doesn't. Our subject house does not have a 3-car garage. It has a 2-car garage. So there is no way that I can see that an appraiser would give them $133 a square foot for this house. They may want it, but they're not going to get it. Can't appraise for that. So we print this out. Now let's go back and look at the subject house for a second. You always want to go back here and look at the why, because this has been on the market for 139 days. But let's go back and look at it. It actually was listed on the market in February at $369.5. They dropped it to $325. They withdrew it in April at $325. They put it back on the market 2 weeks or less than a month later at $395. In the description, it says that it's recent upgrades, hardwood floors, carpet up, new granite, new paint, and too many updates to list. Well, I think you pretty much listed it all. There's not new appliances. Didn't say anything about new AC. Didn't say anything about a new roof. If they had put new ACs, that might have run them another $8,000. If they put a new roof on, that might have run them another $8,000 to $10,000. If they'd put a new hot water tank, that would have run them another $1,000. If they'd put appliances in it, brand new appliances, might have ran them another $3,000 to $5,000. They didn't do any of that. The wood floors and the carpet and the paint in that house and the granite countertops could not have run them more than $20,000, but they're asking an additional $60,000. I would ask why. And I would strongly suggest to the seller, to my buyer, that $133 a square foot doesn't appear to me it would appraise. It's not a realistic price. And even though it's absolutely gorgeous and they fell in love with it, I would suggest they get down to a more realistic price. And a more realistic price would put it at $124 a square foot, which is the average, and everything in there is a comp for this house, everything. And so the one that sold for $132 was the one that had a 3-car garage. It had a much larger lot size. You see this 14,000 square foot lot. Ours has 9,500. 9,500. So the one that has 9,800 square foot, which is really a true comp for this house, sold for $122 a square foot. So if we come back in at the 124, we're still giving them more than what the last one sold for at that price. So we go 288.1 times the 124.12, puts it at 357, which is a more realistic price, not 385. And that's how I do comps.